Peace and riches blessings. I am Michael B. Beckwith, the host of Take Back Your Mind. Hello, everyone. And I did say everyone rather than everybody because you're more than a body. You have a body. You have a mind. So I say hello, everyone. And welcome to the Take Back Your Mind Life Question of the Week. Thank you for tuning in. Our first question comes from M. M says, how does one maintain a high vision for their life while waiting for desires to manifest without experiencing burnout? I'm currently working to shift several areas of my life energetically and through practical action. But it often feels like an exhausting process. I'm trying to hold my vision clearly while taking aligned, inspired steps toward my goals. Since I know you're a Star Trek fan, how do you know this? Who are you? Since I know you're a Star Trek fan, here's an analogy that captures my experience. It feels like I'm living out my desired reality in a holodeck until that reality manifests in the physical world. But the holodeck requires enormous energy from the ship to stay alive. Specifically, I'm working towards finding a life partner and changing careers. How can I maintain motivation when I feel burned out? Any insights would be greatly appreciated. M. I'm appreciating the fact that you have a high vision for your life, that you're currently, in your awareness, living this vision in the spiritual holodeck aspect of life. And yes, I am. I like Star Trek. They give you some things to think about from time to time. The exhausting process is coming probably from two things. One, you're looking to see when the manifestation is going to occur. And two, the practical action may be seeking to make something happen. So the answer to both of these issues are the same. The process of manifestation is a slippery slope because when you begin to see that which you want to bring into manifestation, the mind oftentimes goes to when it's going to manifest and looks to see how it's going to manifest, etc. It's a slippery slope. True manifestation occurs at two levels. One, when you actually feel that it's already happening. So if you're in the holodeck and you feel that it's happening, you have to maintain that awareness of it's already done while you're in the practical world. Second point, which could be the first point, is you want to make sure that you're asking the question, what is it within me that needs to change, or where must I grow in order to manifest the vision of my heart? You're actually coming to an understanding that manifestation is not magic. It's not just something out there that's going to happen. It happens from within you, so you're becoming a vibrational center for the manifestation to occur. You're becoming what's necessary vibrationally. So sometimes you'll catch an insight as to where you need to shift your perception or change some area in your life so that you can be a vibrational match to that which you're seeking to bring through. So definitely be in the holodeck. Feel that it's already happening. But feel that it's already happening and it's already happened even when you're taking baby step, practical steps for it to occur. So you're not throwing yourself into the future. It's happening now. When? Now. So M, maintain the vision. Be articulate in it. Describe it. Remember, here's the law. You do not describe what you see what you describe. So you're vibrationally describing it from the holodeck consciousness, but you're feeling that it's happening now. That's the slippery slope. Because your mind will go, oh, when is it going to happen? Oh, it's happening now. When is it going to happen? It's happening now. You have to stay with, I'm living in it right now. It's happening now. I feel it. Stay with that. And let the manifestation occur with grace and ease, with the intelligence of the universe in ways you know not of on the conscious level. Have a beautiful day, Em. Peace and blessings. There's so many things going on in the world right now, and there are individuals experiencing a level of anxiety or anxiousness about what's going on in the political scene, what's going on in the world. Meditation provides the context for you to have a real inner sense of peace, not a neglect about what's going on in the world, but a peace within yourself that you can be open to wisdom and guidance and direction from your own soul as to how to move and navigate through the world as it appears to be. I'm here with an invitation for you to join me December 29th through January the 2nd. It's our annual spiritual meditation retreat, and it's the first time in a while that we're actually back in person. You want to come and contemplate the divine within yourself. We're going to be at a beachfront retreat center in Costa Rica. It's going to be wonderful food, wonderful amenities. You're going to want to be there in this dynamic spiritual family that will emerge based around meditation, affirmative prayer, life visioning, yoga, and wonderful surprises, I'm sure. I'm Michael B. Beckwith. Come be with me December 29th through January 2nd. Register today. You're not going to regret it. You're going to give thanks to yourself for taking this bold step in your own transformation. Peace and blessings. Question 2, our next letter comes from Leigha. She's from Los Angeles. A couple of years ago, she says, my best friend of 15 years passed from an incredible, rare cancer. 9 months after her diagnosis, at the age of 37. She was incredibly healthy, vibrant, and full of life. So when she got sick, the doctors couldn't understand why. After her diagnosis, we were very hopeful for her recovery. During that time, I introduced her to spiritual teachers and books, helped her and her family with meals every week, picked up prescriptions, picked up her mom from the airport, and spent any time with her that she'd let me. When her cancer spread, Emily and her family did not tell me the severity of the condition. Emily would not allow me to see her anymore because of her physical state. I didn't learn that she was dying until 2 weeks before she died, and by then, she was in a coma. Emily never said goodbye or left me a note. Her mother and her husband, who was like my brother, didn't allow me to see her to say goodbye because Emily didn't want anyone to see her physical state, even though I begged her mom to let me say goodbye. I'm brokenhearted, not only from losing my best friend and the overwhelming grief it caused, but also because I didn't get to say goodbye and have closure. And feeling so shut out by her mother, despite me bending over backwards to support the family. My question, how do I forgive not only Emily, but her mom and husband? And how do I reconcile the anger and hurt I feel from Emily abandoning our friendship of 15 years by not saying goodbye to me? I'd be so grateful for your thoughts and prayers as I'm struggling with this. I understand how you feel, Leah. You know, I had a friend recently pass a couple months ago too, and she did not want me to come see her. I was friends with her and her husband. It's a very similar situation because of how she felt, how her body deteriorated. And I told her, I said, I don't care how you look. I just want to come see you. We talked on the phone. Anyway, I did not see her before she passed. But I tell you, I'm very aware that she is a spiritual being, not a physical being. And so I did my goodbyes over the phone and did my goodbyes in prayer and in meditation and touching her from the other side. You have to understand that the husband, the mother, and even Emily herself, they're going through their own journey, and that journey has nothing to do with you. Emily didn't want to be seen in that state. She didn't want to be remembered that way. Her husband and her mom were in a very protective stance. Nothing to do with you. And so I see that you have some resentment, probably because you did so much for the family. You turned her on to books. You turned her on to teachers. You picked up food. You did all of these things. But you know what? You did those things because you were her friend. You weren't expecting to get anything back from that. That was unconditional. That was your best friend. And you did that out of the best friendship vibration. So I need you to let go of the part of you that's thinking that they owe you something because of the good you brought into her life, in their lives. You picked up food. You did stuff to make it easier for the family. So part of you is in resentment because they should be grateful. They're in their own grieving process. They're in their own moments of sadness. And so just as you're in your moment of grieving and sadness, so is her mother. So is her husband. So I want you to just lean into the fact that you did something good. You took care of the family as best you could. No strings attached. Get back to no strings attached. So you don't feel resentful that you should be celebrated some kind of way because of the good deed you did. The good deed and the love you showed your best friend is enough. You want to do two things. One, you want to think about your best friend, and you want to think about the qualities she exuded that allowed you to consider her your best friend. What did you like about her? What gifts did she carry? What qualities? Then I want you to understand those qualities are God-given, meaning she may have cultivated them, but they're probably some kind of spiritual quality that's eternal. So you want to, after a period of time, think about the quality that most was emblematic of her life. And you want to say, in her honor, in her name, I'm going to activate that quality in me, and I'm going to live that quality so that I become a vibrational memorial for Emily. Okay? So you're transmuting the grief to a living vibrational memorial. And secondly, I want you to say goodbye to her. But don't say goodbye, say hello. How do you do that? I want you to take a candle and you're ready, and you think about any time you celebrated her. Did you ever celebrate her birthday? Did she ever blow out a candle? Did she ever come to your birthday? And did you blow out a candle? Did you take a candle? I want you to remember such a moment, and I want you to feel into the joy of that relationship, that partnership, that soulship, the thing that made you best friends. I want you to feel into it. I want you to smile and remember such a moment. Then blow out the candle. This is at night before you go to bed. Blow out the candle and then go to sleep in the feeling of gratitude and thanksgiving and celebration of a deep friendship. And what you may discover is that she may come visit you. It'd be difficult to get to you in a murky sense of resentment, a sense of being left out, grieving her at the same time. But if you can remember such a moment where you guys had a great time and you celebrated, you may get a visitation in which she'll let you know that everything's okay, she's still alive, and then you can have your moment of release, okay? But don't look for her husband or her mother to thank you for what you did or to ask for forgiveness for leaving you out. That might come later as their grieving process unfolds. But don't look for it. They're on their journey. You're on yours. You're going to be a living vibrational memorial for your best friend. And you're going to celebrate her life one night before you go to sleep, or more nights in a row until you have the feeling that she's there. And then you'll celebrate her life. But you won't say goodbye. You'll say, I'll see you later. You got it? Leigha, thanks for the call through this letter for other people to answer their call to move through their grieving process. Peace and blessings. Peace and dynamic blessings. Many of you have written letters about how much you really appreciate the Take Back Your Mind podcast and the life questions. So appreciate those letters. Now, our particular program here, these episodes, it's powered by spiritual purpose, but it also has powerful sponsorship. The primary sponsor is Agape International Spiritual Center. So everything that goes on here, Agape is behind it. So what I want you to do, I want you to support the Take Back Your Mind podcast. Go to agapelive.com, make a donation, put a little indication that you're supporting the podcast in that donation, or text the word give to 424-321-6243. Write the word podcast so we know you're supporting this wonderful program of Take Back Your Mind. The secondary sponsor is Neutralize. This is the company that actually produces my particular supplemental line called Adaptogen. I have the super greens, I have the Elevate fermented mushrooms, and a number of other products that are emerging. Just go to Neutralize.com, find Adaptogen, and you know what? Uplift your spirit, uplift your body. Remember to share all of this with your friends and support our wonderful sponsor. Have a beautiful day. Dynamic blessings, and this is the portion that many of you have been telling me about recently that you really love about Take Back Your Mind podcast, Take Back Your Mind life questions of the week. And that's the time where we get to take a few moments and go into sacred silence, into the 4 S's: stillness, silence, sacred solitude. It's extremely important because in our meditative practice and in our sacred solitude, we realize that we are sovereign beings connected to the source of all creation. And oftentimes our mind is captured by whatever news item is hot off the press, so to speak, on social media, on commercial media, governmental media. And we actually get caught in those loops. And then the analytics basically begin to feed us based on what we're watching. And it basically starts to determine our perception, which determines our experience. Wake up. We don't want that to allow. We don't want that to allow to happen to us. We want to be connected to the source of all creation, which is what? Love, beauty, intelligence, joy. And those qualities are real. The stuff you see on media is transitory. It's not forever. It may appear to last a long time, but it's a blip in consciousness. You can look at all of that, you can be informed, but don't allow it to condition your mind. You understand? So it is from that consciousness that we go into meditation, and meditation has the power to allow us to awaken, but it also has an effect that allows us to be protected from the nefarious hypnotism that happens through all manner of media, okay? You can be protected. Why? Because you're connected. You're protected because you're connected to the presence. So you can look at all that stuff, but it's not going to lower your baseline into anxiety, anxiousness, fear, doubt, or worry. All right? Let's practice. Have your feet firmly placed on the ground. Feel that you're connected to the earth as an earthling. All the power of Mother Earth, all the power of Pachamama, all the power of this living being that's becoming more and more conscious of herself. We're drawing from that now with our feet on the ground. We're also aware that we're connected to the invisible presence that is everywhere, the omnipresence. the living spirit of the living one. We are spiritual beings that are having an earthling incarnation, but we're spiritual beings first. And though from time to time people get lost in the sauce of separation, we are coming back through stillness, silence, and sacred solitude to an ever-increasing awareness of our oneness with life itself. Life is magnificent. It's beautiful. So with the inward gaze, we embrace a pure intentionality to have a realization of our oneness with the purity and the best of life. That's what we want right now. Let us be conscious that we are connected to the beauty and the purity, the loveliness of life. That's our intention. Establish yourself as an intentional being in that intention. Let us be aware we're connected to the beauty, the intelligence, the love, life. Stillness, silence, sacred solitude. Be aware of the vibration of your intention. To catch the beauty, the intelligence, the life of the living one, to be the activity of our awareness. Through stillness, silence, and sacred solitude. Nothing's impressing upon us but life. We give thanks for this, and we allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen. Slowly open your eyes, hyper-focused on being grateful, thankful for your life, as you become the condition for ever-increasing grace in your life. Have a beautiful life. Peace and blessings. Your time is very valuable. So I want to thank you for tuning in to Take Back Your Mind. If you want to submit a life question, please do so. Email us at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com, and perhaps one day I'll be answering your question that will touch the lives of so many. If you've enjoyed the show, you might as well submit a 5-star review. You might as well tell your friends and family. Let's spread the love. Until we meet again, maintain your awareness. Take back your mind. Because when you take back your mind, you take back your life. Peace and blessings.